Hello and welcome. Considering that the All Signs 48 seem to be a reading mostly about Divine Masculine, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and do Divine Masculine check-in. And depending on how it goes, I might do it for each sign also, or at least each element, but we'll see. Either way, I'm getting a sense that with a lot of this Leo and Aries energy, we got a lot of masculine stuff in play. And even the year 2020 is a lot about healing divine masculine and some of the patriarchal toxicity that we've had. So, I mean, this is kind of the heart of that matter right at the moment. And it makes sense with Uranus having gone into Taurus in retrograde, that there are a lot of shakeups and that we're probably going to see a fair number of kind of 360s and a fair amount of masculines that, I mean, if you're in a twin flame journey, you know, this could be, I'm getting a really strong pull that for a fair amount of us that have been in separation and seeing our masculines continue to make toxic karmic choices over and over again, that they're probably going to do either a full 180 or a full 360 about it and finally say, you know what, I've had just about enough. That's funny. I've been shuffling. I haven't pulled any cards, but what's on the back here? The Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, so I have to say that's really funny because I got the, remember I was saying I've shuffled the deck, but I've not pulled any cards from it, and there's the Queen of Swords in reverse on bottom of it, which is usually represents the karmic partner, the lesson teacher, the cutthroat one, the one who's like demanding everything and playing a victim and has horrible boundaries and is really pushing us, and a very feisty sort too. And then what happened? I had a family member pull up, and their car made a bunch of noise, and there's uncomfortableness with doing readings around her energy, so I didn't. And then as soon as I go to get ready to push the button again, my neighbor's dog starts barking again. And so what I'm seeing is a lot of interruptions. And then even then the minute I press record, my phone's going off with messages, right? So, and who knows from who. So there's a fair amount of, in the masculine's world right now, I'm getting the sense, it's making me laugh because I know kind of what my own DM is going through with his own situations. And there's probably a lot of frustrations and delays and just the universe just saying, come on, get out of it. Come on. It's kind of like a big loving mother just being like, time to get up. Nope, you can't sleep in any longer. Nope, you cannot cover your head with the blankets and ignore the situation any longer. It is going to get worse. And you could do this the easy way, or you could do this the hard way. You've already made such an amount of a mess that it's going to be somewhat difficult for you to clean up. And I know that can seem intimidating, but it's only going to get worse from here on out if you don't clean it up. So I'm kind of getting that energy of like, mommy dearest from the universe on divine masculines, and especially as most divine feminines, unless you're brand new to your journey, are already glowing up and doing their own thing. So let's see, Spirit, can you please tell us what's going on for divine masculines in the collective? Let's see what sort of fun they're into. All right, first two out. Page of Pentacles reversed, and the Ace of Pentacles. And yeah, they're feeling immature and like they planted some seeds where it was not fertile to plant seeds, and they would like to have a new beginning. I'm assuming both. I'm getting the energy of they would like a do-over for themselves, but that they also would like a do-over with you, but they're feeling really almost embarrassed, I want to say. That seems like the main energy there. I'm going to pull a few more decks, but I like to check bottom of the deck for those two cards coming out. Sun in reverse. Not happy. Yeah, and Six of Wands right underneath that. Recognition that ego has led to unhappiness and an enlightenment of that. It's funny, I went to go for the Hot Topic card, which is right on top, but look what Look what came out. It was 3 cards in my hand. Empress reversed, Queen of Swords reversed, and lo and behold, this guy's been coming out a whole bunch in readings over the last couple of weeks. 4 of Pentacles. And the 4 of Pentacles, it was the hot topic on top. So stability, especially masculine stability, and something to do with those in their lives that are acting like divas and karmics. I'm kind of curious what's in the middle of this. Oh yeah, look, what's in the middle there. 7 of Swords in reverse. I actually read a reading for, I think it was Aries, and it really struck as a, it was on Your Tango, which is one of my favorite sites for horoscopes, and it had talked about there's a betrayal coming your way. You can maybe avoid some of it, but it's happening, and it really, just knowing what my DM is going through, it was like, yeah, who could have seen that coming? But unfortunately, because this card is the heart of the matter, it is likely that these DMs are getting bit by their own karma, as well as probably their karmics getting bit by their own karma. So it's kind of all jumping up. And with Saturn being in Capricorn, that's like double dosing karma, and it's in retrograde too. So it's like bringing you back to look at all these things that you did and reaping what you sow, sort of. So let's see what else comes out for Divine Masculines. What else are they going through right now, Spirit? Let's see. Divine Masculine Collective. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, we got a couple cards here. We got 4. All right. The 10 of Wands. The King of Swords in reverse. Also another kind of karmic card in a way. Narcissist card. The Magician. And the 5 of Swords. Yeah, what I'm getting here is that a lot of masculines are very tired from carrying the burdens of the karmic situations that they're in, whether it's with third parties or work or releasing cycles. It could just be cycles of immaturity from that Page of Pentacles in reverse, but the mask is getting heavy, and it's getting so heavy that I think they're ready to manifest new situations and even to face the conflict that is likely to come with it, especially from any karmic third parties that they've been involved with. Now let me see what this looks like if I lay them all out. Oh, this is interesting. So laying them all out, this guy in the 5 of Swords is looking back on all of these things, looking back on the Magician, the King of Swords in reverse, the 10 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And that's creating, I'm getting the sense that for most masculines in the collective, even if their situation seems, the image that I got is for a fair amount of them that they're karmics, that they've already had some conversations with them about how they don't like the way that the situation is going. There's been a lot of conflict, a lot of drama. They probably had their connection, limited with their divine feminines, their family, their friends, things like that for different reasons. And even for those karmics that are, like, say, love bombing or bombarding or trying to act super, super sweet in the masculine's mind, because this is thoughts. They are thinking about all the stuff that's happened and looking at what have they manifested, and really what they've manifested. This little bug, see? And this is in the Divine Masculine reading, so there might be, it might be being spied on to a certain degree, and it might be that Spirit is trying to whisper things to them, but they're taking it as irritations, like they're seeing the synchronicities. Or it could be, actually, now that I think about it, and from what I know about several Divine Masculines' current situations, they're being very, very annoyed. They're having their boundaries broken, things like that, and so even if they're trying to hold up a mask and pretend like everything is all hunky-dory, they're not feeling that way. They're feeling very burdened by what's going on. They're feeling very immature by the situation they manifested, probably in an attempt to try to glow up financially. And they're thinking a lot about how the choices that they've made have resulted really only in more conflict, and how can they manifest a different situation. Now, on the bottom of the deck, there's the Two of Pentacles. So they know, and this is usually in the subconscious, they know that they've been juggling. And it's keeping them actually in a very immature energy. And it's keeping them in this kind of infinite yo-yo situation where they're constantly stuck where they are. And a fair amount of them may have thought that they're in that situation because they were juggling you in the karmic. And right now, especially if you're one of the many divine feminines that have backed off and started working, that really put your energy into your own stuff, these masculines are starting to notice that it's not that they've been juggling you and the karmic that's caused it. It's their thoughts, and it's the situation that they're in. It's not bringing them balance like they want. In fact, look what's right underneath this Two of Pentacles. I would say the Lover's in reverse, but it's Two of Cups in reverse, which is the actual Lover's card. Oh, ain't that funny? Top of the deck, hot topic again. Keep showing up in there. It's also some really big Capricorn energy. It's Earth sign in general, so Taurus, Virgo also included, but it's a very Capricorn card. It's also, for me, sometimes it's a kind of like a selfie picture. Jeez, public image, what we put on the outside. You can see kind of the city behind him, like as if he's a tourist, like taking a picture in there, and so I think a lot of these masculines are looking at the images that they've been juggling and really considering, is what I'm getting for what I'm struggling to present, is it worth it? Let's see what's in the middle of the deck here. Four of Cups upright. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And that's 2 4s. That's Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups. And that's really, this is dissatisfaction. This is boredom. This is, even if they're pretending that everything is okay, it's not. It's not. And they're looking at what they have, which is, it's 3 cups too. So it's probably they're looking at the third party situation that they have. But they're thinking about 1 cup in particular. It's probably yours if you're a divine feminine watching this. Now let's see what else is in this deck as it was shuffled. Underneath that 2 of Cups in reverse, we have the Chariot, and then the Star reverse, the Judgment, the 8 of Swords, Nightmare card, Trouble Sleeping. We have the Queen of Wands, the King of Cups, the Hierophant, 7 of Cups, the King of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, 6 of Cups reversed, the Fool reversed. Yeah, the 5 of Wands, and I'm feeling called to stop it here on the 10 of Swords reversed. So a fair amount of betrayals, heart chakra energy in there. They're looking at foolish decisions that they've made, and they're stuck in the past about it. But they're also seeing the truth to a certain degree of the situation that they're in. They're seeing that they have other options, and they're considering maturing. Sorry about that. Nope. Did I get it going? Okay, here we're on it. Another short interruption. I think what it is that they're seeing, yeah, I've got a fair amount of kings that are following this Queen of Wands, who's very heart forward, and she knows how to get what she wants, and I think they're seeing, especially with this Judgment card and the Star in reverse, that they need to mature, that they're getting the results that they're getting, and they're getting this 2 of Cups in reverse because they're making immature choices. And in order to get what they want, to manifest, even just this, I think they're realizing that tied into their material success is emotional success, and fair amount of masculines will confuse. They think that they can just go focus on money, and they can just work, and be workaholics, and that they won't have to deal with the rest of everything, but actually that just compounds the problem. So I'm getting the sense that a fair amount of masculines who, up to this point, especially those that you've separated from this year, are really starting to recognize that where they thought that they could divert their attention into arrangements that were purely financially based or sink most of their time into work are going to realize that they're actually working backwards, and they're burning the candle on both ends, so they're ending up with nothing in the middle. They're getting this, um, and that's actually even less than this, because the ace is the one. This is above the 10 of pentacles. Oh, divine masculines, just listen to the universe. These disruptions and delays and confusions and distress are meant to help move you forward out of these situations. And divine feminines, just keep a good sense of humor about all of it. Work on yourself where you're at it. Yeah, here's what I'm going to pull now. Let's look at, how do I want to look at it? Let's look at what's the situation between divine masculine and their karmics. A little bit of tea in here. Right immediately pulled out there. Page of Cups in reverse. Oh, interesting. Right in the bottom, Two of Wands. On the top, there's that Magician. They are lacking in that creative energy, probably that they miss having with you. They're probably recognizing that there's been a fair amount of placation going on. They may have recognized they've gotten a lot of false apologies. And they're not really feeling very romantic in there. Let's see what's in the middle. Yeah, they're thinking about other options. What else is going on with masculines and their karmics right now? Collective masculines here with karmic third parties. What is going on with them? Oh, you can't make this shit up. Lovers reverse. That with that page of cups reverse. Disconnect from head and heart. It's not what the heart wants. And bottom of the deck, Three of Cups. Reunion, joy. And again, this guy on the top, Hot Topic, probably feeling really unstable. And that Lover's card, even with the Page of Cups, is very Piscean energy. It's very stuck in the past in a sense of like feeling nostalgic about what they used to have. And I think it fits with what I did just a minute ago in the reading, is that they're really looking at what are the choices that I have made that have brought me here. And this, again, is another reverse page. They're recognizing the immaturity that they've really allowed to rule their lives. Let's see, what else is going on for divine masculines with third parties? Oh, that one wanted to come out. Another reverse card. Look at this. Knight of Wands in reverse. Delay, impatience, well, a lot of fiery fighting rather than productive messages, and also likely they would like to talk to you, but they are feeling delayed in that communication. In fact, all three of these cards are kind of a delay in communication, and go figure. Bottom of the deck, Four of Wands in reverse, which it's often the twin flame card, but it's also about stability. It's like that four. We're getting a lot of fours here. It's about stability, and in reverse, it's like an ungrateful home situation, a situation in a house or a business that does not feel good, that does not feel stable, that it's not sanctuary, it's not comfortable. There's not that flame in the hearth that keeps things warm and comfortable. Top of the deck, yeah, Hanged Man in reverse, procrastinating. Oh shit, really? Excuse my French. Middle of the deck, Karma. Justice. And I'm really being called to the one little foot that she's got out there, and it's white, which is typically the solar or the crown chakra, but it's interesting because it's her foot, and her whole robes are covered in the root chakra color, which is usually more identified with, down towards the ground. So in their heart, they're thinking about justice. They want justice in terms of any ways that they've been betrayed by their karmics, or they want justice for their divine femmes in any ways that they've ended up betraying them. And let me see this, because as I say, this is in their subconscious. They realize they've been with a false flame. They want to be with their real twin flame. They may or may not be sure that it's you. But either way, they want reunion with their real. They want to go where their heart calls them to. And yeah, Two of Wands underneath that, with the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, Seven of Pentacles upright, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and again that Judgment and that the Eight of Swords stuck together. It's right on top of the Five of Swords, and the King of Cups. Yeah, and right above on the hot topic of this, Hanged Man reverse, Two of Swords in reverse. So they're staying silent right now. They're probably giving everybody kind of the silent treatment. And I think it really fits in if you get a chance to watch the All Signs reading. I think it probably really fits in with that one, to where they're really trying to see the truth right now. And the universe is doing to them what a lot of divine feminines had to go through in the beginning, is really making it so there's no way to really go with the 3D reality in front of you, because it's all being shook up, and there's all sorts of illusions in it. It may be, like divine femmes might be doing things that remind them of traumas with their mothers or exes that they had, but divine feminines are not doing it for the same reason or in the same spirit of, and that's confusing. And in the same token, karmics may be doing everything they can to butter up and love bomb them, and they're doing all this sweet and light sort of deal, but it's not real, and it's not in the spirit of unconditional love. It's to gain something or to trap them or hold on to them, and thereby that is confusing also. They probably also having friends and people at their work that are doing things like that, and so they're really guarded right now. And in their, especially those, with third parties, they're really regretting the choices that they've made, the people that they are with, and especially with all this quarantine stuff going on. I mean, that's something that I've said many times, is that the quarantine has this effect of removing most of the escapes that a lot of us may have, taken part in order to not have to face the partners that we picked or the roommates that we picked or things like that. And that gets removed from the equation. Now you really have to look at, who did I choose? Who am I with? Am I compatible with them? Am I aligned with them? Does my heart feel good with them? Do I feel like I can level up with them? Or does it feel like this? Does it feel like stagnant, ungrateful, unstable, unsafe? You can't communicate properly. You feel impatient and also pushed at the same time. Like hurry up and wait, or hurry up and do this thing that you can't do. And they're feeling their heads are disconnected from their hearts in this relationship, and they're feeling remorseful and regretful, and all of these cards indicate that they're trapped in communication. So if right now you are in a no communication situation or a no contact situation, it's likely why. They're likely feeling like big jerks, and they're likely recognizing that they've got to make some sort of change to get out of the situation that they're in, and continuing to try to cover their heads with the blanket and pretend that all this stuff isn't around them, and not. It's like a little kid who we cover our heads to hide from the shadows that we think are monsters in the closet, instead of just getting up and turning the light on and seeing that it was a pile of clothes over there. We just picked it up, we wouldn't see the shadow would not be there, wouldn't exist, And I think even in that own metaphor, there's a lot telling in that. Masculines are doing a fair amount of shadow work right now, and so if you're waiting for communication from one, be patient. Recognize that you've either already gone through your shadow work or are about to, because you reflect, and some of that might even have to do with them not communicating with you. But be brave, go through it. And remember, you can reach out. There's plenty of readers who are available. I'm available. I leave my email in the description box below. And I'm sure that you have some friends. If you don't, it's time to go out and make some. Face that shadow work. Either way, I'm going to do probably another couple of readings, maybe some tea or something. I haven't really done a reading like that quite yet, but I'm curious to do it. And considering what we're seeing here, it almost feels like it might be fun to do it. So stay tuned, and thank you for your likes and shares.